Okay, today is our health class, number 4. So before we start the class, all the time as legally we'll have to tell you, all the information here is let you know there's some different way you can look at your health. You might have some different way to treat your health problem. If you have any question, ask a professional health provider to confirm it. We don't respond for any misuse. There are many things, when you use it, you need to make sure that fit to you. So I'm here anytime if you need, come talk to us. About myself, I'm licensed in California, practiced 23 years, got a doctorate degree in the United States, and the 6 years MD and acupuncture degree in China. The best school, the Beijing College of Acupuncture School. But in China, the best training for doctors, acupuncturists, is follow a master. It's like martial arts. Doesn't matter what degree you get. You have to fight with a master to be good. I'm also a public speaker. After today's seminar, I hope you understand why, personally, I believe, or Chinese medicine believe, health problems come from here. How you look at your body, how you live your life, decide what's going on with your health. Does that make sense? So if you like the topic we talk here, contact us. If you have more than 20 people, we'll come to you to provide any topics you like to make your health better. So today we're going to talk about stress. Before we talk about the class, let's review what we taught first, second, and third class. In this class, one question will keep on challenging you, are you healthy? In other words, how you evaluate your health. So basically in Chinese medicine, the health at least has several levels. We sleep, diet, exercise, and stress. If you look at a health account, just like your money account, every day you spend. If you spend more and more, you're getting weak, and your recovery goes down. You get tired, and your metabolism goes down. Make sense? You start to see your body is different by age. But most people don't understand why. Actually, very simple. When we're young, we're like millionaires. We have a lot of money we can spend. Our health-wise. Doesn't matter how you spend it, you have money. Make sense? It's called healthy. But some point you spend money, what goes down, right? Your body getting weak. When you're weak, you don't have symptoms, but your energy is not so good. But your energy is not so good. Then we keep on going to a point and say, I have neck pain, lower back pain, painful menstruation. I'm getting irritated, I have depressed. But when we go to CMD, they do all the lab tests. They say you're fine. You know you're miserable, you're not functioning, but they say you're fine. What happens is functional, you're in trouble. Chinese medicine call unhealthy. You're not sick according to MD, but you are not healthy as you know. You can feel it. Does that make sense? Then you got to a point is you're really sick. Doesn't matter, get diabetic, high blood pressure, fibroids, bulging disc, cancer, heart attack, stroke, depending on the degree. But something broke, structuralized, something is not in place anymore. Make sense? So according to Chinese medicine, the health, when you are teenage, you're energetic, everything is fine, you are rich. When you get 30, 40, you get up in the mornings, I'm tired, but I have no pain. I just don't want to go work. We call you're poor. When you get to a point, get up in the morning, my neck hurts. It's like credit card bill. You're in debt. Then get to a point, might be bankrupt. Doesn't matter if it's for the house foreclosure or for your retirement. For example, guy diabetic, your digestion system bankrupt, is in trouble. You have to depend on medication or something to keep on going. For health-wise, if you are health, you should keep on saving. Chinese call 养生. When you are sick, you have to pay back the debt. That time is too hard to save. Make sense? That's when I tell people, when you have diabetic, fix it. Don't talk about health. You don't have health. It's like you owe $1 million debt. Then you say, doctor, I want to invest a house. You don't have that money. Pay back that debt. Save some money, then talk about health. Make sense? That's many people don't understand. And when people come to my clinic with diabetic, say, doctor, what should I eat? It's a little too late to talk about what you eat. You should talk about how you fix your problem. That's something you should talk before you get sick. Make sense? That's the whole purpose for the health class. So for better health in Chinese medicine, what we believe is this. 药补不如食补，食补不如动补，动补不如神补. What that mean? Basically, you should have good sleep first for health. Sleep is recharge, recovery, right? That's basically every day you can do. Second thing, what's your diet, what you eat. And do some exercise to enhance. Ideally, reduce your stress or your body tension, layer by layer. This one has been taught by Chinese medicine over a couple of thousand years. That's what you should do. So if you talk about sleep, diet, exercise, and stress, who controls it? Can a doctor do for you? Who's in charge?
Yourself.
Yourself. So basically we're talking about health is what you do every day. That's a lifestyle. Make sense to you? So when I say my health is in trouble, you're saying my lifestyle is in trouble. We just break down to tell you which one is in trouble. Make sense? So do not come to see me and say, Doctor, why I got diabetic? I should ask you why you get it. What kind of lifestyle caused your health problem? That's the challenge from this class. If you never think that way, start thinking that way today. Your lifestyle decide your health. Make sense? That's the whole point. Okay, the first class we talk about exercise. Exercise at least have 3 kinds. Number 1, sports. Doesn't matter, running, jogging, dancing, ball game. There's one thing, it is fast and it's very tense. So if you want to release the tension, you have to do stretching. For today, when people sit in front of a computer a long time, neck problem, lower back pain, a lot is from muscle tension. So ideally, you should do a lot of stretching, yoga. Also help your stress level. We're going to talk about more today. There's one kind of exercise, Chinese exercise, called Tai Chi. Slow and relax. You see the people do it very slow motion. That one is for health. We discussed in the second class. When you do something slow and relaxed, the blood is able to come back to your belly for recovery. Make sense? So when you do exercise, think about it, what you want. You want to build up muscle tone, looks good? Or you want to fight for stress, tension, treat neck problem? Or you want better energy, better digestion, better sleep, better sex drive? Your exercise should be different. Make sense? Exercise is not only running. Many people doing wrong exercise for their health. Does that make sense to you? That's one thing I hope you think. So for the first class, we also teach this one. The belly breathing will teach the bird fly, your leg and your hands, head go up. Basically try to train your muscle on your spine, the back muscle, make you more strong. I know we taught this one. Slow walking, this is my master who taught me the naval acupuncture. Walk very slow. 1 minute, 1 step. Slow motion. Really build up your energy. I know we taught this one, standing meditation. That's my Kung Fu master, very famous in China in Beijing. 站桩, standing meditation. Very simple. Stand there like you hold a ball. 30 minutes, do nothing. If you can't, empty your mind as well. Very helpful. And we also introduced the stretching bench. You can buy online. You can buy from our clinic. Anybody, if you're too hard to stretch, you never stretch, or if you're a senior, this is the first choice. Very popular in China now. You can go home every day. After work, 3-5 minutes, you put your leg there. Still stretch. Not perfect, but at least you're doing some stretching for yourself. Second class, we'll talk about sleep. What time you go sleep, how long you should sleep. Basically, if you come to the class, you know what time you should go sleep. The latest one, not ideally, 10:30. Because 11 to 1 p.m., 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., growth hormone release 80% if you are in deep sleep. You miss that time, you miss the growth hormone release. Growth hormone is the general for your thyroid, pancreas, sex hormone, everything else in your body, the hormone system. This is the central government. Make sense? And you should sleep at least 8 hours for your body to be fully recharged. Because in the daytime, your blood, a lot of time, 25% support your brain, 25% support your heart. You don't have a lot of blood for your belly. Only in the night, when the brain shuts down 70% or more, your heartbeat goes down 40% or more. That extra blood will come to your belly. Then your liver, your spleen, your kidney, your intestine, whatever manufacture in your body has the blood and the time to finish the metabolism. That's the reason in the morning, first thing you go bathroom. Make sense? And then you feel refreshed because in the night, all the work is done. If you don't sleep enough, the recovering, your metabolism is not able to finish the work. Does that make sense to you? Then you are not saving for your health. Nothing else. Just that one thing can ruin your health. For regular people, healthy people, we're not sick. Sleep decides 70% or more your health direction. Just sleep, one thing. Basically, that's your income. Does that make sense? Put it this way. The income in the Bay Area decides people rich or poor. 70% or more in long term. Does that make sense? The other part is your investment or something happened, But your income definitely is the major decision. Does that make sense? Sleep is your income for your health. Keep that in mind. So do not sacrifice your sleep, just like you don't want to reduce your income. So for sleep, we talk about it. If the blood goes to your brain, you're smart. If the blood goes to your heart and lung, you're strong. Only when the blood goes to your belly, you recover. That's the thing. When we talk about it, we tell people in the summertime, come to do the treatment for your heart or your sleep. When sleep has trouble, not so bad. It's a sleep issue. When it gets to a severe degree, will affect your heart. In summertime, we do it together, sleep and heart. If you can increase or prolong your sleep time, naturally, your overall health is getting better because you recharge better. And if you want to do treatment in our clinic, we do this one called Moxa, heating therapy. We try to transfer heat into your belly and increase your belly circulation to raise up your metabolism. It helps digestion, help weight loss, help energy, help depression. So if you cannot do it, finish all the work, the metabolism in the night through sleep, or you have a sleep problem, sleep quality issue, we do this, the Moxibustion, IU, the heating therapy, to help you passively increase your belly circulation. And this one, if you do it, you need to do around 5-10 sections to see the difference. And if you would do, in our clinic, we just do the navel and below the navel, because that's the major part for all your body, the metabolism. That's your chemical factory. As long as the blood goes there, just like money, you raise up more money. So you're able to have better energy. The second class will also teach one exercise, 18 therapeutic exercise, 练功18法. If you haven't get this link, shoot us email. We're going to send you the link. It's online. We just teach you how to do it. We're not teach you what to do it. We just use some example to show you how to do stretch. By the way, when we talk about stretching, there's one thing. If you look at the lower back, when you start having bone spur, you build up the disc issue, and narrowed, or have pinched nerve, it's because the muscle are on the lower back build up more tension. The more tension, it squeezes the bone more, and the disc get more trouble. And in between the disc become more narrowed. And when the disc has trouble, irritate the nerve, as the whole progress what's going on. So when we do stretching, we just try to fight to release the tension. If you understand this part, don't worry about any neck problem, lower back pain. If you come do the stretching with us, you will see how it helps release your tension, release your stress, and help your muscle pain. The third class, we're going to talk about diet. Eating is always a mystery for human being. Different people have different diet. But what should you eat? What's the time you should eat? And how you should eat it? The third class will discuss it. We'll just give you a little summary. We eat the certain food. A lot of things we like ice water. In the United States, very common, right? Every restaurant you go there, serve ice water. Ice cream, how many people like it? Salad, how many people eat it? How about last week, how many people eat a salad? How about this, fruits? A lot of things might not fit to you. It tastes good, just like sugar, tastes good, candy, chocolate, but might not be good for you. And we're going to explain why in the third class. Basically, in Chinese medicine, believe your digestion system, anything you put in your mouth until it comes out, is like a cooking pot. If you don't cook the food outside your body, like rice, you don't cook outside your body, you have to spend more effort to cook it inside your body. Make sense to you? So put more energy into the food so it's easier to digest for you. That's the whole purpose. And in Chinese, we say, 生冷伤胃,寒凉伤脾. Basically, physical-wise, if the structure is raw, it takes more effort for your body to digest. Make sense? That's the reason fruit or salad might not be good for you if you have a digestion problem. Ice water, cold stuff is not good for you because your body needed heated it up inside the body. You're wasting energy. Make sense to you? And all the food has a tendency, chemical-wise, when you eat it, react to your body. For example, chili. Most people eat it if you sweaty, or garlic, or pepper, or ginger. It's a hot tendency. Does that make sense? But for coconut water, tea, veggie juice, it's cold tendency. It make you feel cool, but it slows down your metabolism and your body temperature, your circulation. In long term, damage your health. So you need to think about physics structure-wise, what does it do for you? And the chemical-wise, how your body reacts to it. Unless you understand this both. So I draw as a 3 dimension. Temperature-wise, structure-wise, tendency-wise. All fit to you. Then you can say that's a good food for me. Otherwise, you might creating some trouble for yourself, for health, through diet. And a lot of time when the digestion system, when we talk about the problem, number one, if your body able to break it down. Number two, if your body able to absorb the nutrition. Number three, can your body discharge it? Make sense? So for a lot of people trying to lose weight, they never know actually is the body absorption and discharge has trouble. So people always ask me, what should I eat? Like Chinese people, 怎么补一补? How I should strengthen my body. But the funny thing is, in the United States, all the patients I saw never have one, at least in my clinic, is a lack of nutrition. It's always overeating. Your problem is absorption. Does that make sense? If you eat less, but your body do better absorption, digestion, your health will be much better. Diabetic, high cholesterol, gout, all because people eat too much. Never been people eat too less. Have you seen anybody starving to death in the United States? Make sense to you? That's the problem. So when you eat and you cannot digest well, if it's rice and wheat, the hypocarbohydrate, you got diabetic. If it's a fat, you got a high cholesterol. If it's a protein, you get a gout. That's what happened. So the absorption, the cooking part in your body is in trouble. That's the real problem. Not what you eat. And in Chinese medicine, we believe the cooking part itself, what you eat, salad, fruit, hard to digest, is a spleen. But when you cook the food, the fire, your energy, if you're tired, you have chronic fatigue, you're exhausted, the cooking energy is kidney. Another one would be stress, we'll talk about today. Basically, when you stress out, your whole body tenses up. Then your intestine is not moving as it's supposed to be, freely. That also slows down your digestion. Does that make sense? Again, when you do moxa, can help. Because it is like a cooking while cooking your belly, that makes sense? And indirectly cooking your food for you. So moxa can help you energy and also can help you for digestion issue. If you don't cook it outside, let's cook it inside your body. Heat it up your belly. And also in Chinese medicine, the acupuncture can help because the stimulation will make your digestion system move a lot. So a lot of time we'll put a needle around navel, you can hear your belly start making noise. Make sense? That's how we do the acupuncture. We introduced the wood pillow. If anybody interested, we have a fly. If your neck, the curve is in trouble, become more straightened, you should have wood pillow. In the third class, we're going to teach you the pain-free. You can buy this book. You can download from iTunes Store. I think it's $19.99. Just download it, the stretching. And we're going to show you how to do the stretching correctly, be more efficient. And when we talk about stretching, again, third class will keep on emphasize, do not fight it. Let it go. Relax. And the last inch, the last second stretch, help you the most. The fourth class today is talk about stress and tension. Basically, we want to understand there's one thing. Any stress when we talk about is mentally. But whatever stress you have will express through your body, which is the tension. In other words, the more you're tensed up, the more you stress out. Make sense? That's the reason why in the United States right now, foot massage, yoga class is so popular. 10 years ago, hardly you see any stretching class, yoga, or foot massage place. Right now, why it's so popular? Because when you relax your body, your stress level goes down as well. Make sense? Then we're going to discuss more why and how. When we talk about stress, let's try something. Hopefully this one can make you taste a little bit what is stress, what is tension. Because in my clinic, a lot of time I tell patients, you're stressed out. No, just 8 hours work every day, 2 kids. Not a big deal, right? I tell your body is tensed up, very tight. I don't feel it, no pain. But that tension and stress will build up and change your health. How? Let's try something. So everybody follow me. Open your 2 hands. One hand just relax, whatever you like. The other hand follow me to do it. What you do is this. You hold it like fist. Just be relaxed, hold it. I tell you to squeeze it, you squeeze with me, okay? Okay, squeeze one time. Tight it up. Can you feel you're able to do it? Okay, do it again. Harder. Don't let it go, okay? Every time, just squeeze more. Can you do it again? More tight right now. Try it again. This time it's a little hard, right? I feel like I'm almost did push. Do it again. You still can do it. Come on, stress more. Very tight already, right? Try the 5th time. More. No, don't open it. Keep on going. Don't open it. The 5th time you almost feel I cannot squeeze anything anymore, right? It's too much. Okay. Can you feel this hand and this hand is different now? Okay. Do not open your hand. Do not open. Keep in mind. Now I just tell you the same thing. Do opposite. Relax it. But don't open it. Can you feel it loosen the first time? Relax the second time. Don't open it. Keep in mind. Okay, relax more, but don't open it. Just use your mind. Relax. Do it 4th time. Do it 5th time. Have you noticed the last 3 times almost make no difference? But the last 3 squeeze make a huge difference. Make sense? Okay, we squeezed 5 times, we relaxed 5 times. Can you feel the hands is different? Or the same as before you squeeze it in this hand? What's the difference, too? Okay, now open it up. Do you feel it's pretty hard to open it if you really squeezed it? Can you feel that? So both, we didn't do anything, right? will keep the same position. We squeezed 5 times, we relaxed 5 times. You're not able to naturally release your tension and stress by mentally. But you can squeeze as much as you can. Human body is very easy to tense up. Very hard to relax naturally. Now, you can feel the hands different, right? Okay, let's do some stretching. Can you feel your hands better? Let's do some massage. Feel better? That's why people like to do stretch, a massage when stress out. Can you feel it? Literally the 2 hands are different. Now start coming back, right? Basically, this test is trying to tell you your body, without knowing it, you can keep on add stress on top, tensed up more. Make sense? But it's very hard to reverse it. Even if you try to do the same thing, reverse it. Mentally, you're doing the same effort, spend the same time. But you can feel after 5 times, even you try to relax it, without some effort from outside, your body is different. Does it make sense? That's what happened for most people right now in the Bay Area today. You just tense up like that and don't know what's going on. But the stretching can help you. You feel that? Massage can help you. Make sense to you? So I keep this one in mind all the time. And if somebody out of your family, when their back is tied up, they're like this, squeeze too much. They just get used to it. If you touch their bodies tight, tell them you're stressed out. Do something. Doesn't matter. You do some massage for them or bring them to a yoga class or come to our class to stretch, understand what's going on. That's basically the idea you have to understand about stress first. Very simple, straightforward. You can test with anybody. Let them feel what's going on. Make sense? Okay. Now I'll come back talk about the stress. Stress part is mostly mental. It's a little hard to describe. So go from the body first. For the body, how you build up tension. Number 1 is posture. You know, for kids use the cell phone, video game. For adult, computer. It build up tension for you, right? Or overuse. In other words, if you use computer 1 hour, 2 hours, 8 hours non-stop, the job might not be hard, but you keep the same posture too long time, the muscle get exhausted. So I have an Indian lady come in, told me that in the beginning I could not do more than a half hour. Now I can do 1 hour in front of the computer. Same thing. It might be overused for your body. And for a lot of people, it might be sports injury when you do heavy exercise. Any exercise, I don't against it. But there's one thing I'm against. If any exercise you do it, it hurts. And when you repeat it, it hurts again. You know that's not something you should do. Make sense? Because there are certain muscles your body is abused. Don't do it. So if you want to know your body physically, we'll talk about it. Doesn't matter the posture, overuse, sports injury, build up some tension, or maybe from stress. How you check it out if you're stressed out or not? Actually, it's very simple. Anybody in your family, if not here today and you want to go home, check it out. Number 1 thing, check their shoulder. Come, do with me together. Touch their neck and shoulder. Actually, this muscle goes up to the neck. You touch here. If it's too tight, this muscle, or see somebody posture like this, not relaxed, it's like this, you know they're tensed up. People naturally hold their tension around their neck area. Number 1 thing. Number 2 thing is the back. You know we have a spine. Next to the spine have 2 big piece muscle. Next to the spine around 2 inches, that big muscle. If you ask anybody, your wife, your husband, just lay in the bed, face down, relax. You rub that muscle. That muscle go from your scalp, the head, all the way to your hip, your buttock. You touch that muscle, you can feel. If it is tight like a rubber stick, you know they're stressed out. That's the place people build up their tension. And what happens in the night when you sleep, your arms and the legs can naturally relax, but your spine muscle cannot. Especially if you have something in your mind and couldn't fall asleep. You go touch the muscle, very tight. If you can do a little massage for your husband, your wife, they will fall asleep easily because they're relaxed. Make sense? How many people use computer here or majorly use computer as your work? I'm going to show you something to see how you're tensed up. Cross your leg. Do me a favor, cross your leg. You touch the muscle in front of your leg. You cross your leg, just relax, touch it. Can you feel soft or tight? Second thing, you touch the muscle on the side. Rub it. Which one's more tight? The outside or the front? The outside is the gallbladder channel. Is the acupuncture channel go from your small toe all the way up from the side to your head and get into your brain. So in China now it's very popular. 借我一下胆经锤。那个锤，给我那锤。Have something like this. You can use your hand, you can use a little hammer. This is gallbladder channel. You see the muscles tight? You can do massage it. Or you can just knock it every day. Or you can use something like this. There's one master called Chen Yuqin to do it. Because today people mentally too stressed out. Every day your job, that's what you do. If you're a farmer, this part might not be so tight. Because physically you might be tensed up, but mentally you're not. Make sense? That'll be one way to show if you're tensed up or mentally you're overused your brain. And another thing, I teach you a secret. If you're single, this would be a good thing for you to know. We want to marry somebody, look at their navel. Navel is a wrong shape, right? If the navel has a wrinkle, goes to their own right hand, a line goes this way. The longer, the more they stress out. They don't have good temper. Make sense to you? Whoever stress out in your navel has that wrinkle. Your own right hand, this wrinkle go that direction. That's how we diagnose and how we treat it. We put a needle there to treat the stress. So now you go home, you check somebody's shoulder, you touch their spine, you touch the leg, the outside, you look at the navel, you almost know who they are, right? Doesn't matter how sweet they smile to you. Doesn't mean anything. Their body is tensed up or not. We tell you some real story. In Chinese medicine, we believe the stress or mental stress relate to two things. One's the liver, one's the heart. The heart in charge of your mind. Liver is the one stress regulate. 肝主舒畅调达，心主神志。In Chinese medicine, the heart not only is this heart. When people say my heart hurt, it hurt my heart. It's talking about your mind. Does that make sense? Or Chinese people say your liver fire, 肝火, 肝郁, is talking about emotion and stress. So Chinese medicine is trying to describe the body as a whole system, not only an organ. Make sense? So Western medicine, the organ is organ, has nothing to do with emotion. Chinese medicine, you only have 5 systems in your body. And the heart and the liver system is in charge of your emotion issue. So here's the liver channel. So that's people, when you're angry, your blood pressure go up, your face become red, your rib area sometimes feel like bloated. And I'm really mad. Because the acupuncture channel for liver goes like this. That's what happened. And for the heart channel, anybody get a cancer has a special pulse for their heart. Whoever get a cancer, if you look at their history, 80% has a trauma for their emotional life or something like loss of family. Have you guys heard that? Whoever have a cancer, they have emotion history or stress history. The heart pulse will show up something differently. So basically try to tell you that physically tension or emotion stress is something like circle. Emotion-wise, I get hurt or stressed out. Physically, my body worn out. Physically, my body worn out. Emotion-wise, I'll be in trouble. But later on, we're going to talk about depression. That's a typical one. Your energy goes down, you're depressed. You're depressed, you don't want to do things. You're in a bad circle. And when we talk about stress, the best way to deal with actually is resting or stop thinking. If you quit your job, I guarantee your stress level will be much less. You agree? But don't quit until it's too late, okay? After we talk about body tension, doesn't matter from posture, from overuse, from sports injury, we have to talk about mental stress. Mental stress is sometimes too hard to describe. Especially in my clinic, everybody's different. Your life's different, your job is different, but everybody has stress, we know. And several types, at least we can know, which cause your stress or mentally get you burnout. Number one is busy. If you don't work, but you have 2 kids. 7 o'clock, get up, you get ready for your kids, send them to school, then you need to go shopping and come home, clean your house. Then it's time to send them to after school. When they come in, you need to change their clothes, prepare next morning the food. Then 10 o'clock, go sleep. It looks like nothing is stressful, but you're very busy. Does that make sense? So I describe like a taxi, non-stop running. I'm not heavy loaded, but the car is non-stop running. Do you know average a taxi lasts how long? Anybody have idea?
7 years.
2 to 3 years. Basically, the long-term non-stop busy is a kind of stress. Make sense? So when you're a household wife with 2 kids, don't say I'm not stressed out. Busy is a stress. Second type is brain. You know, when you go to work, you sit down in front of the computer, here start to work, non-stop. It's like a car. I'm not moving, but my engine is non-stop. Does that make sense? That's when your gallbladder channel, the outside here, start tied up without knowing it. The third one is responsibility. It's like I'm a VP of a big company, or I'm a CEO. I sit in my office all the time. I just talk to people and have meetings and tell people, fire people. But whatever your decision might make $1 million difference for your company. Make sense to you? That responsibility, like a heavy loaded car. A car not running a lot, but I'm heavy loaded. That's stress too. And the last one would be overuse. Today I have one guy from San Francisco, referred by my patient, I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago, from San Francisco, somebody I treated, sent this guy over. Over 10 years, no vacation. Work 6 days a week, over 10 hours a day. Not a heavy job, have a liquor store or something like that. Sit there all the time, you know. Sometimes need to go drive, deliver something. But non-stop. The wife keep on telling him, you're burned out, you're overused, your health is going down. How much money you make, but you have no time to enjoy it. Make sense? That's a lot cases in the Bay Area. Non-stop working hard. That overuse is a mental stress as well. So like a car, you're heavy loaded, the car is burned out. Non-stop running the car is in trouble. If the car's engine or speed is fast, all kind of things can be stress. Different type stress. Make sense to you? So you need to find out what kind of stress is for you. When we talk about stress, the fundamental thing actually is your world view, how serious you take the things. I use that example like couples, we fight. One falls asleep, nothing. One just whole night long, I'm thinking about divorce, bad things happen, you know. He doesn't love me anymore. People take things differently. Does that make sense to you? That's basically how you look at things different. In the same office, the same thing. We have a group 5 people, have project due maybe in 1 week. Some people go home, sleep, whatever, you know, who cares? Some people are like, I have a due day, I have to do it. Stay all night long, try to catch up. That's basically how you look at things. So ideally, when you talk about stress, it's based on your religion, your belief, how seriously you take things. Doesn't matter relationship, work, job, whatever. That one's a little hard. We're going to discuss a little bit. Second thing will be mind. Even we have the same religion, we believe the same thing, but how we organize our time, how we handle our relationship. That'd be another level. Make sense? Like the life in India and China is different from the United States. Make sense to you? In China, as a doctor, I don't need to talk about tax. I don't need to wash my dishes. I don't need to cut my lawns at home. Make sense? But United States is different. So that'll be how you manage your thing. The last one would be the body. The body, obviously, we talk about it, is tension, how you build it up. That's one thing we discuss. Anything in the life, actually, it doesn't matter your job, your family, your kids, or you have a big business, or even you got a lottery, or your health. Can be a good stress, can be a bad stress. There's always stress, that makes sense. Have 2 kids, very happy life. But how much stress do they give you? Make sense? So, when we talk about stress, the first part we discuss from the very high level, spiritual-wise. If fundamental in this part, you have some issue going on, all the other stress is very hard to solve. That's the root of the root. Number 1, how you deal with the world. For some people, it has a fear. How many people are first-generation immigration to the United States? You're not born here, you immigrated here. You know what I'm talking about. When you come to this country, you have American dream, but at the same time, you have a fear. I have to depend on myself. Even I build up, my company is very success. I still worry, I still want to make more to be secure. That fear, until one point, unless you know you're safe, you're relaxed, that will cause a lot of stress for you. Many people I saw in the Bay Area, very success, nonstop. Money-wise, they're fool them enough. Nonstop, try to achieve something. Deep inside is a fear driven for their life. Make sense to you? Another thing is low self-esteem. What that means is I always want to achieve something more. I want to meet my parents' expectation. I want to be the best of people my age. I want to get promoted all the time. I want to be a success. They try to confirm who they are. Make sense? A while ago, I have a friend retired from IBM. I don't know the data is right or not. And he told me every 2 years he went back for the retired people reunion. After 3-5 times, he didn't go anymore. I asked him why. He said, most people I don't know anymore. A lot of people after retire, they get lost. They got sick and die. How many people know when people retire, they're really lost? Many people, especially when they're very successful with their career. Make sense? That'll be one thing driven people. I have to do something. I have to be good. The fear is more like a money, power, security. Self-esteem might be for a name. Make sense? Now I'll come back talk about with people. Especially for people when they have a hate, like people divorced. I met people after divorce, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, never date. They never get over the past. You check their pulse, you can tell. The whole body is tensed up. If you ask them what's going on, they can start talk about 10 years ago, they started with their ex, nonstop, 2 hours, crying. Then you know the stress is too hard to treat it. Make sense to you? And for some people, it's guilty. I should do something I did not do. Hate is some people own you. Guilty is I own somebody else. Make sense? So when people have that fundamental issue, too hard to treat it. There's nothing to do with the treatment. They're locked in the box. That's when I tell people, if you have that issue, you probably have to go to religion. Doesn't matter, Christian, or you go meditation. You need to find some solution from your religion, your belief. Change the way how you look at this world. Otherwise, you're struggling in the box, in your world. Make sense? And for me, I'm a Christian. In the beginning, when I built up my world view, how I look at things, I went to this one. If you're a Christian, you can check it out. Called Basic Life Principle. How you look at things, how you look at a relationship, what's your own value, how you build up your own self-esteem. Make sense? That'd be one thing. So basically, it doesn't matter what kind of religion or what kind of belief, you have to have something fundamental to build yourself up for this life. Otherwise, you might have some root cause issue to handle some basic thing in your life. And that one creates a problem for stress. It has nothing to do with doctor. Make sense? Okay, spiritual-wise, we just talked about it. Doesn't matter fear, low self-esteem, guilty, or hate. Has to deal with some more higher level, how you look at this world, how you let things go. Second one will be mind, basically with your intelligence, how you run your life, with your work, with your marriage, with your children. There are many things. This kind of thing, I just hope we can examine if there's a problem or we can have some help to get them more smooth. For example, when I came to the United States, the first thing helped me a lot is this book, The 7 Habits of High Effective People. It's a Jewish guy, wrote based on Jewish religion, basically whatever in the Old Testament, the teaching about how to organize your life. For example, proactive, first thing first. There's many things you read that book, you can see, oh, it's a little different. Like in United States, when you come here, you need to drive yourself, you need to cook yourself, you need to clean your house yourself, you need to pay your taxes yourself. Never happened to me in China. Just suddenly so many things. How you organize your time. Or for some people, just have so many things, need to get it done. Non-stop. You can look at this one, Get Things Done. There's a book. How you manage your time by months, by year, by planning 3-5 years. Make sense? And just follow it. That one is more time management. There's tons of things like this outside. My point is, doesn't matter with your work, with your time, if you want to be more efficient, there are certain ways you can organize, do a little different. That's what I'm trying to teach my 10-year-old son. There's something if you can organize better, your stress level will be better. Make sense? Okay. Next one would be for love or for marriage. Marriage can be something really calm you down for stress, but can be something really burn you out, stress you out, especially if you went through a divorce before. Basically, man and woman is completely different. Do you guys agree? Yesterday, I have a woman has depression. After delivery, get depression. Then when I talk to the husband told me, every time when she call me while I'm working, I don't know what to say. I say something, I'm wrong. I don't say something, I'm wrong too. That makes sense to you? I went through marriage counseling before. One thing I learned is woman does not need an answer. Woman needs love. They call you just, honey, what you need. They say something, you confirm. They don't say something, you don't say something. You don't try to solve the problem. A man is different. Man needs respect. If you don't respect a man, they think you don't love them. It's completely different language. So if this first time you heard this, I recommend you read this book, Love and Respect. What a woman wants for marriage for love. What a man wants a marriage for love is completely different. And also, if you want to get more deeper, you can read this book, 5 Languages of Love. The funny thing is this. Most time when you do something, you think you love somebody, for example, your wife. This might not be the thing she wanted. How many people experience this? You know, you did something for him, for her, but she doesn't like it or he just hate it maybe. You know what I'm talking about? If you never discuss with your husband or wife, this is the time you should talk about. This might solve you a lot of stress for marriage. Basically, for love, there are 5 languages. Number 1, serve. Indian, Chinese people are like that. You know, I cook for you, I clean the house for you, I love you. Second one, gift. Doesn't matter, you buy LV bag or flowers, gift. Number 3, please keep on saying you're pretty, you're nice, I'm so happy to marry you. That's how you get married with your wife in the beginning, right? But after you marry, forgot about that. The first one is quality time. You have to spend time together. Doesn't matter, go watch a movie, play tennis, something dancing, we like to do together. That's how you build up your relationship. Last one will be physical touch. Hug, kiss, sex, whatever. But the thing is, some people like the good talking the most. Some people like the gift the most. Some people like the touch the most. It's the order, right? For some people, give me a gift, I feel like you love me. Every day bring a flower home, I'm so happy. But some people, physical touch, doesn't matter, kiss or hug or sex. But if you give them the opposite way, you don't fulfill what they need the most. You think they believe you love them? Make sense? Like for me, gift is nothing. In China, the doctor always get a red envelope. Gift is, of course, Does that mean you love me? You just give me a gift, I just put in pocket, I don't feel anything. Make sense? And for some people, like special woman, the husband does not spend time with me. He doesn't love me. But husband, I'm serving you, I'm making so much money for you. It's not what she needs. Does that make sense? That might be a miscommunication there for your relationship, create a lot of stress. Make sense? Read that book, talk to whoever you love. Ask them, write down the list of what they think. Number 1, I need a physical touch. Number 2, I need the flowers. And you look at it, might be number 1, 2, 3, you've never done it. Number 4, 5, you always do it. You got my point? Figure out what's going on. That's something actually very easy to find out. After we talk about work, how to use your time, after we talk about love, marriage, then we talk about your children. One thing I recommend, I read the book, helped me a lot, called Positive Discipline. Actually, in the Bay Area, they have small groups. The parents get together, discuss it. When we come to the United States, the first generation immigration, our thinking is completely different from our children. Do you agree? So when you talk to them, when you teach them, very stressful. Do you agree? And this one, positive discipline, is try to encourage you to encourage them. We make the floor dirty. What you should do? What's the outcome of it? Rather than blame them. Make sense? Try to build them up. It might give you a different view. Then you can enjoy their growing. They become more mature, more responsible. You enjoy and join the process rather than blame them. Make sense? All the children actually is a blessing. If you enjoy their growing process, the stress level will be less. We look at it, always there's a mistake, not meeting your expectation. You create stress for them, also for yourself. Make sense to you? So all this kind of stress, we're not able to help you, but just challenge you or suggest you, go find some answer. There's a lot of resources here. The best part of the United States is anything you want to learn, there might be some class there for you. And for marriage, there's some suggestion if you really have some trouble. One thing helped me a lot is called on-site workshops. They have workshop. You go there, one couple, one counseling, 3.5 days. They have group section too. Just go there and talk. Find out what's going on. And they have a professional counselor talk to you and help you to find a solution. And also for Chinese, if you want, you can find out this one, Doctor of Love, Huang Weiren. Or you can read another book, Cong Fei Cong. Actually, this Cong Fei Cong has one, if you search on WeChat, Weixin. And he has a blog, and he wrote a book, Understand is more important than love. Most times it's not we don't love each other, but rather we don't understand each other. Make sense? There's many things, if you read along the road in your life, might help you. And also, of course, once you understand each other better, you enjoy life better, and your stress level, of course, should be less. When we talk about stress, regardless what kind, from your job, from your marriage, from your kids, will build up tension. Again, mentally and physically, your body is one thing. You just express your stress through your body's tension. Now, what can you do? If you're tensed up, very simple, stretch, open it up. That's why in the clinic we say, if you don't stretch, we can massage for you. It's different passively stretching. Make sense? And what we do is along the spine. Again, spine is somewhere you cannot naturally relax by yourself. We do for you. You can do spinal massage. You can do yoga. You can do stretching bench. Any kind. As long as they make you feel relaxed and can release your tension, that'll be something good for long-term stress. Again, do not build it up, your stress or tension. Just like a credit card. How many people use credit card here? Do you pay your bill? How about stress? How many people feel stressed out every day? Do you pay your bill? When you stress out, do you release it? Do you know how to do it? If you have no idea, just like a credit card, I'm stressed out every day. I'm accumulating my bill. Does that make sense? But I never pay back. That's the funny thing for most people. Agree with that? You're never late for a credit card bill, but you're every day, every week, every month, late to pay your bill for your stress. And that's the reason really make your health goes down, worn you out. Agree? Start from today. Do something. Doesn't matter you do some stretching or we do some massage for you. Number one, release the spine. Doesn't matter, as a lovely couple, you do for each other, or you come to the clinic, pay somebody to do it for you. But you need to get into the muscle. Chinese called 推拿. You need to get into the muscle. Not body rub, not 按摩. Not only rub on the muscle, you need to get into the muscle. It's a little painful. If you try it in your clinic, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little painful. But after a couple of times, it should be relaxed and enjoy it. That means the muscle is really loosened. And just keep that way. Through stretching, join our class, find a yoga class, whatever you do. Or temporarily, if your loved one is stressed out, do some massage for their neck. Neck, a lot of time, is the first reactor for your stress. I'm tensed up. You can see their shoulder suddenly just hold up the tension. Release it. That's something you can do. Very simple. And for anybody, if your body starts, especially for senior, if your parents, your grandpa, grandma, you see their life is very hard, they get to 70, 80, they're very hard to do a yoga and stretching, get a stretching bench for them. When you look at their posture, the range of motion, the muscle has tension, then the stretching like this would be good. This gentleman, Zhu Zengxiang, developed this one. Just a bench. If you stretch, sit on top like this, can help you. It's a very simple version of stretch. If you have one at home, after work, just sit there 3-5 minutes, can help a lot. Very popular in China now. You can get it online, you can get it from a clinic. The clinic price is half. When people stress out, will show up as anxiety and depression. In 1978, World Health Organization recommend anxiety and depression treated by acupuncture. Basically, that's something through a physical stimulation can help your mental issue. And in Chinese medicine, when we talk about stress or depression, it's not only a physical issue, emotion issue. It is an internal energy issue. In other words, when your energy goes down, you don't feel good. The very typical example for women is PMS. How many married men here knows the couple of days before your wife's period, her mood is different? You know what I'm talking about? You know why? Menstruation, the period is a spending, energy-wise. Does that make sense? Their body doesn't feel good. And for men, before you catch a cold, when you're tired, you work hard, and you can feel a cold is coming, your emotion is not stable. Man's easy to get irritated. It's the same thing as woman's period. When you don't have energy, Emotion-wise, you're not stable. So when we talk about depression or stress, we just believe it's energy-wise, doesn't matter your liver or your heart, energy is going down. That's what happened. So Chinese medicine believe when your heart, the system is weak, then people get sad, especially people like to cry all the time. You know, depression, people like to cry. So if you know any friends like to cry, even they don't say they have depression, but their heart is weak. And when people's liver function is going down, they're fearful. I have one friend, pretty rich. Their son always get up in the midnight, 1 o'clock to 3, the liver channel. Cannot sleep, scared, come to her bed. 14 years old boy. And mom couldn't sleep. And the son's sleep was not good. And they keep on talking to me. I tell them, you have a health issue. And for overall energy, for some people might be because your parents have a liver issue, or yourself have hepatitis history before. For some people, just because don't sleep, your body getting weak, your energy will go down. Or your diet, or your stress wearing you out, or wrong exercise, or heavy over exercised. Whatever reason. In Chinese medicine, we believe if your depression belongs to the liver type, anger will be the first thing to show up. Short temper, or fearful, scared. A lot of times sleep problem, poor memory, irregular menstruation. And when we do the treatment, actually pretty easy. You can do massage, relax them, treat it with acupuncture for the sleep, and give them herbs. We give herbs called mood lifter, help your mood go up. People can feel the difference. And I highly recommend you to do stretching. Find a yoga class, you stretch, you can feel your body light up. When we talk about stress, doesn't matter from the world view, religion-wise, belief-wise, how you look at your life. There's some root cause, the fear, the guilty, the hate, the low self-esteem. That might be something. Nobody can help you unless you change your worldview, how you look at your life. Their issues come from marriage, work, children. You cannot get rid of it, but you can manage better with your intelligence. There are certain things, lifestyle, doesn't matter, sit a long time, your posture, computer. You can do stretching, you can do massage to manage your body tension. But overall, you have to increase your energy level, stretch, relax, make your life follow smooth. Then you can enjoy the stress of life and not be stressed out of your life. Make sense? So when we talk about health, a lot of time I tell people, it doesn't matter health issue or stress issue. The problem a lot of time is not your problem itself. It's not your children or your job or your boss. Everybody has their own stress. The problem a lot of times is you. You know why? What do you think here? Make you make a decision how to do things, how to respond to things. If you cannot let things go, you'll be in trouble. For some people live in the past. For example, people divorce, never get over. They punish themselves in the past. Make sense? Some people live in the future. I have a dream, I need to achieve something. Make sense? You never live here. Enjoy what you have. So a lot of time for myself, when I stress out, is look at what I have. I don't worry about money. I have a lovely wife. I have a son, very cute. What's the real thing? I'm stressed out. Then you can calm down, look at reality, live in this moment. In Chinese, when we talk about thinking, there's one word called 想. What that means is a picture in your heart. The bottom part is the heart. The top part is a picture. There's one way I recommend people, if you think you're stressed out, I cannot stop my thinking. There's one meditation you can do. This picture, you can throw it away. If you go online search called Mao meditation. Why I like it? Because there's no religion background. Their whole theory is whatever you believe is because you're picturing your mind. Like everybody come to the seminar today, everybody will take a different picture and put in your mind. Some might make sense to you, marriage. Some might make sense to you, children. Some might make nonsense for you. Some people say, oh, massage is good. You take different picture, then whatever your video history or picture of you, make how you think, how you react to things, and how much you stress out, even for the same thing. Does it make sense to you? And they believe if you can throw away all your pictures, your mind will be clear. You will face the reality. So interesting, this can be a way I highly recommend you could try it out. And in our clinic, when we treat people, I found out several things. Number one, the most easy one is pain, any muscular issue. 23 years ago, when I started learning acupuncture, I followed a master called Zhu Hanzhang. Within 2 years, I become a master. Basically, any kind of pain, we can do a good job. And I cut a corpse 5 times, open people, dead corpse, to see how human structure. Around 5-10 years, I find out even can treat their pain. It always come back because the internal actually is the foundation for any health problem. Put it this way, if you have any pain other than car accident, cause the problem. If it lasts more than 2 years, the pain is just a sign. There's some underlying issue caused pain. Make sense to you? So I start focusing on pulse reading, do internal treatment, prescribe herbs. So in my clinic, I'm pretty famous for pulse reading. We check the pulse, we tell you 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on with your body? That one took me around 10 years. I got to a point, we check the pulse, we can change it, we know what's going on. Then I found out one thing very interesting. Regardless of how you treat people, certain problems always come back. For example, Chinese medicine called moisture or weakness. I find out a lot of people is weak because they don't sleep. It's a lifestyle. It's nothing to do with treatment. That makes sense? Or they eat a salad and fruit. It's very hard for them to lose weight. It's a lifestyle. So we start teach people. We give seminars. We talk on radio. We set up a health class. Use computer. Come stretch with me. Make sense? Go sleep early. Don't eat a salad. Don't eat a fruit. We change many things for people's life. I talk on radio for Chinese over 5 years. For Indian, it's around almost 3 years now. We help a lot of people. Then find out still another thing too hard to treat it. Stress. There's no way I can handle stress for you. We can treat your pain. We can give you herbs, marks that change your internal energy. We can teach you lifestyle. How can I help with the stress? Make sense? So finally, I found this one, no religion background. We donate to them. So any of our clients, if you go there, the first month is on us. You just tell me you're a doctor who's patient. Try out, see if you clean your mind, the picture, if it help your stress. And we did help some severe case in your clinic. People really burn out, stress out. One case was one lady, the husband was a drunkard, always got drunk. Live in the northeast in China, 东北人呢. Every time got drunk, go home, beat the wife. Then they had a daughter, and the daughter had an accident and got a seizure. 癫痫呢. And the daughter died 19 years old because of accident. Then the husband just beat the wife worse and got drunk more. That lady came here for treatment, referred by her schoolmate in the college. So I told my patient, whoever saw me before, I said, I know I'm a good doctor, but for your roommate in college, I don't know how much can help. If you listen to the story, you know how frustrating for that lady's wife picture. And she told me every time she closed her eyes, she would saw her daughter, who passed away already from the accident. How can you help as a doctor? So finally I told her, I said, do you mind just go clean your mind and throw away that picture? Within 1 week, she could fall asleep. 1 month later, she was calmed down. She was able to have a normal life. There are still a lot of issues going on. Make sense? Also in church, I saw a lot of cases. Doesn't matter, people forgive, give up their hate, give up their guilty. The many things can change their life. But regardless of what happened, you might need to find something, clean up your mind, see if you can keep on going. Make sense? So if you're interested for this one, get a calendar from a clinic. The last page, we have a coupon. Just go call them, talk to them, say, I want to try meditation. Again, they're not asking you to sit there and think about anything. They're asking you to think about your picture. Anything you feel stressed out, the picture come up, they teach you a method through the way. That's the only thing you do. Every picture is related to you, nobody else. You cannot throw away other people's picture. Does that make sense to you? That's the thing, I like it. So regardless of what happened, I found out finally there might be a solution for stress. We treat the muscular, the pain, we treat the internal energy, we help people have a correct, right lifestyle. Then if there's a way you can deal with your stress, doesn't matter from your religion or from meditation, you can handle almost everything in your life. The rest part is how you deal with it, how you keep it. Make sense? So stress actually is the hardest one to talk in health, but it's the most challenging one in health as well. If you don't sleep, it decides 70-80% for your health. If you have a health problem, more than 90% chance stress related. Does that make sense to you? Again, if you want to come to the clinic to deal with the stress, one thing you can do is acupuncture massage. Relax your body. Or we teach you the stretching. When you stretch, don't fight it, don't hold it. Do it, enjoy it with us. See how the body function. Okay? That's so much we can offer for stress. But hopefully you'll find a way to deal with your stress and manage it well for your health. 好，我们讲完了。That's for today's seminar.